But when we come together in remembrance of who we really are, the focus of the attention shifts to this gift of consciousness, the gift of radiant presence, awareness that provides every moment, the light. And I'm talking about the light that is. It's the light that is. It's the light that is when we're toddlers, when we're teenagers, middle-aged, old-aged. It's the seeingness, the awareness, the consciousness when our eyes are closed, when our eyes are open, when we're asleep, dreaming or awake. That becomes quite fluid in definition at a certain point. The word nativity means to bring forth. The nativity, the birth of the light, to bring forth the light. So not only to remember what one is, who one is, and what everything else happens to be as well, the wholeness of it all, but to bring it forth, to evoke, and to bring attention to something that is so ubiquitous, always, already, as Adi always says, that it's not generally an object of the attention. It can't really be an object of the attention, but the attention doesn't rest in and as the light that it is very often. Meditation, where the attention is generally very interested in what's coming and going, all the phenomena, what we consider to be the light, everything that's lit up. But when the attention begins to wonder, that's another beautiful, tangible experience of this time of year is wonderment. When it begins to wonder, and your wondering could be different, but it could be as simple as, what is always here? What is here, regardless of the shifting light show? What is the light that is lighting the world? I am the light of the world. I am is the light of the world. So this birth of light, it's ever fresh. That's the other sense of, I don't know, the wonderment and the this time of year is the freshness. Everything is returning to the roots here in the Northern Hemisphere, returning to the roots, returning to the ground. And there's this freshness in the air as things begin to be darker and darker and darker. Here comes the light. I think the Western mind can have a lot of, in the 13 years I've been teaching, I've seen a lot of fear around the darkness, what some have called the void. I don't like that word. It doesn't fit the experience here, but the radiant the radiant ground that is before and beyond all experience, all position, all definition, all identification, that which is beyond and before, the radiant dark light. The Western mind gets a little scrambly, a little itchy. Like, it appears to be nothing and it's empty. And it's especially empty of me. But that direct knowing of each moment as the birth of the beginningless beginning from the dark ground. It's not just a philosophy, it is actual. It's actual. Brings a quality to one's life that is indescribable. I've tried to describe it in many, many ways. My latest thing is cellular celebration. It's not to say that everything is instantly non-challenging or, we don't have all the poignant beauty of a relative life. It's not to say that the relative life will be relative, but it brings a context to that relativity that is indescribably joyful. Indescribably joyful because it's unreasonably joyful. It's unreasonable. Somebody said, and I can't find who said it, but it's been just dawning here, these very simple words, but that are very descriptive of, I guess what I'm trying to say, if I'm trying to say anything. Somebody said, God showed up today as flowers, and I, waiting for all the important words, almost missed the conversation. And that's the truth. It's the truth. Not relative truth. I have mine, you have yours. Nobody has to everybody can pick up their positions on our way out. And it makes for fun diversity in life. But do you hear what I'm saying? Ajay used to say there's more holiness in one blade of grass than can ever be described by words. It gets really, really simple. And I don't know about you. Maybe that phase won't rock you, but it did here because I had a very, very active and interpretive mind. Narrating and interpreting and describing, lining the whole thing out. And so when everything began to kind of get super simple, like I'm almost missing the conversation simple. It was, a reorientation that was not necessarily easy here. It wasn't necessarily easy because it was always going to be too simple for the mind. Always. 100% of the time, too simple for the conceptual intellect. I'm not against conceptual intellect at all. as I've said many times, I don't recommend trying to live without it. It's strange. But when it's in service, it's a tool in the toolbox. It's a joy in consciousness that gets to be expressed through like engineering, building, I don't know, dancing, joyfulness, cooking, whatever we bring our intellect to. And it's serving rather than claiming its divinity, like absolute divinity. In the Western world, this whole intellectual gig seems to take the primary seat and portray itself as essence, as fundamental, which is interesting because we all go to sleep at night and that all disappears and somehow we live. You know, I mean, we make it through the night without that. Hmm. On many of the paths, you know, in many traditions, there are the questions that are for the heart. They're the universal existential questions of the heart, of the soul, of the spirit. Where did I come from? Where is it going? Where does it go at night when it's asleep? What is this? Was the question here. What is this? It just started drumming like a rhythm, like a primordial boom. What is this? 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 Nothing. When the mental conceptual framework begins to well, it can either dissolve, loosen up, become somewhat meaningless. I think that's happening to a lot of people, like kind of a collective dark night sort of thing, where the mental constructs that we have put on top of actual reality to define meaning and purpose are really falling away for a lot of people. And it's really disorienting and very adrift. But it's a call. It's a call from the spirit. It's a call from the soul. It's a call from the heart. Because that causeless realm of every moment, let there be light, every moment as the Big Bang, every moment as the birth of love, every moment as the birth of light, as that is, oh, beginning to be known again consciously, all the mental conceptual framework that is so important has so much arrogance, self-importance, intellectual importance begins to fade, dissolve, deconstruct, dismantle.